We're looking at the next 3-day outlook of severe storms. There's a hurricane brewing to the south that no mainstream media is talking about. Not even the tropical cyclone page is not even reporting on it yet. Here, we'll just take a quick look at that. Look at this thing brewing down here by Mexico, man. It actually goes backwards. It's going the wrong way like the last one did, and then right up into Mexico. It's going to be a major flood event in the very same spot that just got hit a few weeks ago. So this is going to be a mammoth hurricane for this part of the ocean.
Hey guys, Bubba here at the Bubba News, all in one word, all in one news. A huge shout out to Mike Morales last night from Above Ground World News there with the weather report, talking about the flooding coming up here with the new hurricane forming that no one is yet talking about, but they're starting to pick it up. So this is what I want to talk about. As you can see here, Jalisco, excuse me, got lots of flooding there back about a month ago. And I wanted to find out what the last hurricane was. It was actually Olaf that just hit here September 10th. It was a Category 2 storm that went through, and it did all kinds of damage, you know. Stuff that came up even before that was Nora. And just like this bridge collapsed. I mean, these areas don't need any more rain, but I want to get into what's coming up and what the forecasts are now saying. So, I mean, a huge shout out to Mike Morales, because I went into Twitter and typed in Mexico hurricane, and it shows that the next hurricane will be Pamela. So I go to research Hurricane Pamela, and what pops up? Number one, Hypothetical Hurricanes Wiki. This is so weird. You know how they like to plan out stuff, right? This was a wiki. It's a hypothetical hurricane coming up, Pamela, and this was posted months ago. I mean, they're showing a Category 5 coming up from this Pamela. How could they know this? How could they post this already? Check it out. They're showing that it starts on October 6th and it dissipates on the 12th, but the speed gets up to 220 miles an hour. Well, thankfully that's not coming, but we do have Tropical Depression 16E that is expected to become Hurricane Pamela very soon, and hurricane watches will probably be issued tonight, later, or tomorrow with the temperatures. Look at that water temperature, 86 to 88 degrees Fahrenheit. And, you know, there's a lot of shear there along the coast, so it's going to have a rapid intensification process that it's going to go through. And here are some of the spaghetti models showing where it's going to hit, actually just north of Mazatlan, the resort town. And we're going to show some of the latest forecast here in a second, but this is going to be nuts. Check this out. Here we have it developing. I started this at midnight today, Sunday the 10th, and you can just see a rapid intensification of this stuff. I mean, this is just getting absolutely insane. No one's really picking up on this, but big shout out to Mike Morales for catching this. And we're going to talk about the key messages coming up with this, as it's going to be forecasted to be at or near major hurricane intensity when it reaches the west central mainland of Mexico late Wednesday night and Thursday morning. I'm just looping this through twice for you guys just because this thing is going to be huge. And actually, it's going to be closer to a Category 4. But here's what the National Weather Service is showing us right here. And here's the official key messages for this that just came out here a little bit ago this morning, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. And the tropical cyclone is forecast to be at or near major hurricane intensity when it reaches the east coast of west central Mexico. But look at this. I want you guys to pay attention to this. 941 millibars. At the top, it's already showing us in the models it's going to hit a Category 3. At least that's what they're believing it's going to hit. And the way this is strengthening, I wouldn't expect it, or I wouldn't expect it to be any lower. Probably going to a 4. Here's why. Because at a 941 millibar, you now drop into the next level of a Category 4. Look at that, 131 miles an hour plus, up to 155 miles an hour. This thing is talking about major punches of nasty 2 feet plus rainfall amounts of flooding. In addition to the insanity of this hurricane, what else is going on for this year?